Well, Emily, it's, last time that we met, we talked a lot about your family.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate, your willingness and your courage. It's a lot of the stuff, it's hard to talk about. And, sometimes it can just feel like I'm asking a lot of questions, but it's part of the process just to help me kind of walk with you and see through your eyes how you experienced your life when you were little.
Yeah, the early memories were really hard to bring up.
Well, today we're just going to really talk just a little bit more about family, your mom and dad, and your sister, how you all got along. Is that something?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay. How do you remember the family, the atmosphere at home when you were younger?
Well, when I was really young, my mom and my dad didn't really get along that well. They were actually separated by the time I was like 4. So I remember my house when I was very young being all right, but like I could tell that my mom was like walking on eggshells because my dad was a very angry person. So I remember a lot of yelling and whatnot, but I also remember a lot of fun. I remember a lot of parties, and I remember like pig roasts where my family would all get together and just enjoy each other's company. And it's a very mixed home. And
did you have a lot of extended family? Did you
yes.
get together for a pig roast?
Yes, we had a lot of extended family and family friends.
Nice. And so it sounds like you were close to your family.
Yeah.
How about your sister?
I'm pretty close to my sister. She's only about 2 years older than me. So I've been close to my sister for a very long time. She even came to the same college with me and graduated when I was 2 years in. So I've been close to my sister since the time we were really little and all the way up to now, except she lives a lot farther away, so it's harder.
So you're not seeing her as much?
No, I'm not. And we talk on the phone sometimes, but it's just not the same.
No.
Especially now that I'm in grad school, and she's also started grad school in Vermont. We're experiencing similar things, but I just wish she was nearer to me for some more support.
Mm-hmm. So I'm hearing that you're a little bit lonely.
Yeah, it is a little lonely.
You're used to having your sister around. You were close. Did you always get along?
Well, we don't always get along perfectly well. I don't think any sibling does. We're not like identical in a lot of her views. Like she's towards education, and she's an education major right now in grad school, and I'm more towards psychology, and the way we interact with people is a lot differently. She likes to tell people what to do, and I like to listen.
Were you more like your mom or your dad?
I'm more like my mom, and she's a lot more like my dad. She has a bit of a temper. And I'm a lot more like my mom, and I'm pretty chill.
Yeah.
And take things very lightly, and she takes things very seriously.
Was she was the firstborn?
Yes,
Yeah.
she was the firstborn in my family, and I'm the youngest in my family, the secondborn. So I wouldn't really say that she was more pampered than I am. I would probably say that she's definitely jealous of some of the attention that my mother gave me as a child.
Mm-hmm. How about she and your dad?
My sister and my dad were pretty close before he passed away, but yeah, they were a lot alike, and my sister resembles my mom more, I resemble my dad more, so it's kind of a mismatch. And I think that after my dad went, my mom definitely appreciated the fact that I resemble my dad more than my sister does, so she might have gotten a little less attention that way. And my mom and I were very, very close when I was growing up, and a little less close now. that, like, when I went away to college, I don't talk to her that often, and I feel a little bad about that. I wish I had a closer support system.
Well, and that's the second time we're coming back to, and I know that the first time you came in, you mentioned that you wanted to try to find ways to feel more comfortable reaching out and getting support and having just a fuller sense of community, a sense of belonging.
Yeah.
And that's something that as we move forward, we're both together
Mm-hmm.
going to explore and find ways that will help you. I'll help you discover ways that you can reach out and be a part of your community.
Yeah, that'd be nice, because I definitely had a bigger community in Vermont. I have like 40 cousins, and everybody knows each other's names, and now I'm living in an apartment building. I don't know anybody, and I'm not very close with a lot of my peers. So it would be very nice to find other ways to connect with people.